Well, I think this particular move is illegitimate here. The issue for me was proper procedure as laid down in the laws of India, where they followed in blocking these websites, and I believe that they weren't. However, with this ban, with this block, we saw that in the order sent around to ISPs, they were asked to keep this secret. Now that's a problem. Okay, in a democratic society, we ought to know what is being banned, and to be told that we can't find out, I think is a problem. The government has not identified these websites. The government was provided this list by Mr. Kamlesh Vaswani, who is a lawyer who is asking the Supreme Court to order the government to proactively ban websites. Okay, so this was a list that he had compiled and passed on to the government. So the government did not compile this list. In turn, the government then asked all ISPs to block everything that Mr. Kamlesh Vaswani wanted blocked. So why Mr. Kamlesh Vaswani wanted College Humor to be blocked is something that journalists should be asking him. Well, personal liberty is what the Chief Justice of India cited. Personal liberty and privacy is what the Chief Justice of India mentioned during oral arguments as the reason why he wouldn't pass an interim order. This essentially means that what you do within the four walls of your house, which don't hurt anyone else in society, is being curbed. So if what you're viewing is material that is made in without consent, in a non-consensual manner, obviously that is a very different situation from adult material which is made with everyone's consent. What the government has done instead is to rely on a provision called Section 79(3)(b). Section 79 is a provision on intermediary liability, that since ISPs aren't responsible for the content, hence they have a protection, a shield, a safe harbor from liability. There are a few exceptions to this generic shield, one of which is if the government points out that something is unlawful and the ISP still does not act upon it, then they potentially open themselves up for liability. And of course no ISP wants to be held liable, and so all ISPs will, when served such a notice, as a knee-jerk reaction, block everything that they are asked to block. Multiple countries have sought to ban pornographic websites. Some have sought to create large filters, some have operated on a much more limited set of what they consider very damaging and harmful pornography. So we do find that in a country like the UAE, for instance, that pornography is sought to be blocked, but that doesn't result in anything such as lowering rates of crime against women or anything of that sort. So one must note that this correlation that is often drawn is a tenuous one. When it comes to issues of things like child pornography, what I think are far more effective ways of actually tackling it is to go after the root of the problem, which are people who are actually sexually abusing children. So there have been multiple crackdowns in the US, in Brazil, and in other places of rings that actually produce this depraved material, and I think that's a far better solution. And further, I must remind people that we have in the IT Act specific provisions against child pornography, which, as far as I know, has not even been used a single time by the government.